Hello guys, welcome back to this video tutorials. In this video we will learn more about Revolve Feature. We will create this model to learn Revolve Feature. This model called Kerah. Okay, to create this model we should define the steps first. 1. We should to imagine this Kerah main 3D geometry without the cut slot. 2. Then imagine the main sketch profile that match with Revolve Feature. 3. Choose the plane as the main sketch profile medias. 4. Create the main sketch on that sketch medias. 5. Create main 3D geometry that based on the 2D sketch using Revolve Feature. 6. Define the cut slot sketch and use cut extrude features to cut the main 3D geometry. Okay, let's start. 1. Imagine Kerah main 3D geometry without the cut slot. Look at this image. Now, imagine the model without cut slot. 2. Imagine the main sketch profile. Now, imagine we cut the model into half segment. Here, we will get our main sketch profile shape. 3. Define the plane as sketch medias. If we want the 3D model placed like this picture in the SolidWorks, we should choose the planes that we will use to place our 2D main sketch profile. Look at this 3 main planes. Because we will use Revolved Feature to create 3D model geometry, we can place the main sketch profiles in the front plane or right plane. We shouldn't choose the top plane, because this plane not suitable in this case to create as we want. 4. Create the main 2D sketch. Now activate the sketch command on the front plane. The first step is create the center line sketch as our revolved axis. Then activate the line command to start create the sketch profile. Click on the graphic area, like this video, to create the main outer sketch shape. Stop. After we created the straight line sketch, we will create the arc line. In this case, if we want to create the arc sketch, we can use 3-point arc command like this. Then define the tangent relation between the straight and the arc line to get the smooth join. But we didn't use that method in SolidWorks. After we activated the line sketch command and create the first straight line, we can directly change the straight line sketch into arc sketch line with push A button, where A means arc. This will automatically add the tangent relations between them. Or, the other way to create arc line sketches, use the pointer movement method. Just put the pointer on the end point of the sketch line. Then move the pointer away from the end point. Follow the arc shape that you want to create. That you should to notice is the pointer movement. See this sample. If you move your pointer like this, you'll get this arc line. And look at this. We get the different arc line shape. So your arc shape based on the pointer movements. And to end the arc line command and change the command back to the straight line command, we can push A button. Okay, now create the arc line like this. Then, continue our main profile sketching. Now after we get this sketch profile, push escape to end the line command. Now, we will add dimensions and relations to this sketch, and complete this sketch to get the fully defined sketch status. Now activate the Smart Dimension. Remember, we can use the diameter dimension when we pick the center line as one of the dimension references. Don't forget to push Escape to end the Smart Dimension command. Now we will add relations between this endpoint with the centerline endpoint. Don't forget to push Ctrl when selecting more than one item to add a relation between the sketch geometry. Don't forget to push Escape to clear the sketch geometry selection. Now, we already get the outer sketch geometry of our model, Kerah, and we will create the thickness sketch geometry of this model. Click to activate the Offset Entities command. Defines the offset value 3.2. Then, choose sketch geometry that we want to offset. In this case, we will click this 3 outer line sketch geometry. After that, make sure the Select Chain setting was clear. And make sure we offset in the right direction by notice the reversed setting. Click OK to end the Offset Entities command. Now add the merge relation between the top endpoints. Then add same relations between the bottom's points. If the bottom points cannot directly merge, try to pull the bottom point first. Then try again to add merge relations. Finally, we already get our fully defined sketch for Kerah. Now close the sketch window by clicking the Exit Edit Sketch icon. 5. Create Revolve 3D Geometry. After we have our main sketch profile, we want to change this sketch into 3D model geometry using Revolve Feature. Okay, go to the Feature tab. Then, click the Revolved Boss or Base. We need to choose and click Centerline Sketch Geometry as the revolve axis in the Axis of Revolution box. And click OK. Don't forget to push Escape to clear the automatic selection. 6. Define cut slot. Now after we have the main 3D geometry, we need to create a cut slot profile. Choose the front plane as the cut slot sketch media. Then, activate the sketch feature. Set the normal to view orientation. And click the line command. Create sketch by following this video. Add the relation to adjust the sketch shape. We will add vertical relation between the midpoint of the horizontal line with the center arc point and the origin. To choose the midpoint of the line, we can right-click the horizontal line. Click Select Midpoint. Then, push and hold Ctrl button, and click the center arc sketch point and click the origin point too. Add the vertical relation. Don't forget to push Escape to clear the geometry selection. Now we will add equal relation between the beveled line. Choose these lines. Add the equal relation. Push Escape. And for make sure, add the tangent relations between these lines to get smooth join. Now we already get the right shape. The last step is add the dimensions. Activate the Smart Dimension. Add the 9-degree dimension for the two beveled lines. And add 17.5 as the horizontal line length. and add the 9.5 between the outer line of our geometry with the bottom line like this. We should push the Shift button while selecting the arc sketch to get the outer line of the arc. If we didn't push the Shift button, the system will recognize the center arc point sketch when we select the arc line. See this sample. Okay, now add the dimension like this. Finally, we get the fully defined sketch status for our cut slot sketch. Push Escape to end the Smart Dimension command. Then, exit Edit Sketch to end the sketch window. Push Escape to clear the automatic selection. Set the isometric view orientation. Go to the Feature tab. Choose and click the Extruded Cut. Click the cut slot sketch that we want to use for Extrude Cut feature. Because we need this cut slot just cut through one side of this model, we can choose the Through All option. Make sure the direction was right. We can use Reverse setting to change the extruded cut direction. Click OK to end the Extrude Cut feature. Push Escape to clear the automatic selection. For the final touch is adding the filter radius. Add the 1 mm radius for this edges. Then add the 0.5 mm radius for this one. And set 0.3 mm radius in this base to cover all of cut slot edges. Finally, we already get our Kerah model. Now save and name it with Kerah. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. If you think this video can be benefits for the others, please share this video. Don't forget to support us with subscribe to our channel and watch our videos. See you in the next video.